service learning has to play an integral role in this mission of becoming a community-engaged university. For me, service learning is learning that takes place out of the classroom, out of the study cubicle, that gets you out doing things and doing them in a way that benefits the surrounding community.
Take the things that they're learning in their courses and apply it to some community need in a meaningful way. And so it not only enhances their learning by having those students connect and buy into their education, but you're meeting a need that your local community has.
And I was able to go and reach out to people and understand people from a different viewpoint than I ever did. And I really enjoyed it.
The beauty of service learning is that it benefits not only the student who is learning, but the community as well. Service learning has a chance to take real knowledge, real applications from the academic environment and actually utilize them in the community to better our communities.
Well, I tell my students that it's an opportunity for them to get out of the classroom and work in the community and learn from individuals that they work with.
There's a balance between the service and learning. It's not all just for service, or it's not all just for the learning aspect. It's a careful balance. And I think that's probably what most distinguishes service learning from other forms of service.
I have one student that volunteered at Independence High School, helping the marginalized students there. And they thought she did such a great job that they've hired her full-time. So I've had some very positive experiences with service learning and watching my students just take off and do amazing things.
Our organization wouldn't exist without students, and because of the great volunteer base we have here, because of people that want to apply what they're learning in school, we really do have an affiliate, and I think that's really important because a lot of communities struggle to get volunteers, and we don't have that problem here in our community because people are very community-minded and want to make a difference.
The whole experience in general, I think, was really good for me. When I first got into the philosophy class and I found out that I had to do service learning, I was a bit taken back. But once I actually met with the kids and actually started to do it, it was amazing just to interact with them. It was a great experience for me.
United Way has been working with UVU Service-Learning since its inception. We have felt a very close partnership with the many people involved in building such a strong program.
Community-based research. A lot of community organizations and nonprofits need some sort of research conducted in the community. Why not have the students do it who are studying research type courses? So that's a perfect opportunity for service learning. So there are a lot more ways to implement it than we usually think of.
On their resume, they list the projects they've done for my classes as consulting projects. And what I found over and over, and this is very consistent, that my students get excellent internships because they already have experience. They already have excellent experience.
So people can call us and say, I want to help out, I want to do something, what can I do? I love it when people ask that because we have 300 different agencies with, at least that many volunteer opportunities, and there's so many ways to help.
Most students are more motivated when they're thinking, I'm doing this project and it's actually going to help somebody. It's not just going to be thrown away as soon as I turn it in.
There's only so much you can learn from a book. There's only so much you can learn in the classroom. And although we're really lucky to have a lot of amazing teachers here at UVU, service learning provides the kind of hands-on experience that you can only get in real-life situations.
I think it just helps them enjoy their education more. It reminds them why they're here. They're here to learn things. They're not here to memorize and regurgitate on a test. They're getting an education.
I actually think it also makes them feel more comfortable with diversity, dealing with people who are different than they are.
I think more than anything is to sit down with your students at the end of the semester and say, if we were to turn this into a service learning course, we just had this big course, and I'm getting ready for next semester, and I really want to improve this course. How can we take this course and just make it the best course possible?
Talk to your faculty members and find out who else is doing it, and talk to them. Find out what's working and what isn't working.
I was convinced to teach service learning because the Service Learning Center on this campus is so well organized and so helpful.
If you're committed to Utah Valley University and our mission statement, which is to be a teaching institution that's focused on engaged learning, service learning is one of the best ways that you can get your students involved and have them have an experience that they will always remember and it will resonate with them. So I encourage you to get a hold of the Volunteer and Service Learning Center and let us help you develop community partnerships and teach you about service learning.
I think this is just the right strategy and focus for Utah Valley. Service learning is and can and needs to be the model of what it means to be a community engaged university.